Okay, so yesterday we get the engine out about 2:30 or so, 3 o'clock, something like that. Alex and Chris at the shop helped me. And then getting the trans out, we have to take the trans out to get the engine out because it's hooked to the motor plate and they're all hooked together. So the trans has to come out first. We drop the trans out and it's got a broken case almost all the way around on the bell housing part of the transmission. It's gone, or I would show it to you. But, so I call Ramsey and give him the news, and he comes over and he's like, "Oh man," he's discouraged and he's tired of spending money, and he says, "I don't know, I don't think this is worth it. We got something else with the suspension because we think maybe the trans case broke when he hit a hole, and a hole that we always use and test on, and that we have speeds we know we can hit it." And he says he hit it this time and it just went bam, and I noticed when I drove the car it felt soft too. So I take the coilovers apart in the front and find out that the has a broken shim on the compression stack. So I get those done today. And anyway, this morning he calls me and he says, "Oh well, I dropped the engine off at Turnkey because he told me he was going to call Kobe and tell him that he's out, he's not going to race, and don't worry about building the engine over the weekend." But he went ahead and dropped it off this morning, and he found some transmission cases, some cores. I shopped around, but anyway, he found them and bought a couple of cases, so we have them, and it's going over to Wanco, get the transmission case changed. He's going to do that, probably doing it right now. It's about 3:30 on Saturday. Ramsey left about a half hour ago with the cases. So anyway, we're back on. I was telling him about some of the nice posts and how Rick Johnson seemed like he kind of threw down the gauntlet. I know you guys can do it, and would have made us feel really guilty if we didn't make it out there. Anyway, so we're doing our best. We're going to try to be there. You see here where the control arm hit pretty hard. Ramsey hit that hole, knocked a big divot in the control arm where the bump stops. We had a little bit of a divot there before. We've been trying to control the valving more, so it just quits hitting altogether. And we've almost got it there, but this one particular hole, I guess the shims were probably got broken in the last race. I hadn't gone through the coilovers in a while, so good thing we did. Good thing we pulled the motor. We wouldn't have found that broken trans bolt either, trans housing. So here's the broken shim I took out of the shop. You can see there, and I don't know if we did this in the last race or if he did that when he hit that big hole. He said he really hit hard. You can see where that shim's busted, pretty gnarly. This is the other side. I went ahead and changed that same shim on the other side. It's nice. You can see a little bit of distortion and stuff in it. These cars really have a lot of valving in them, and it's just amazing. We just keep adding and adding valving, trying to get the thing to really perform, and it's working good, and the car's working real good. It's just that incredible amount of valving we have in these things. These cars are just going way faster than anybody ever thought they would.
So what do you think about the side bed?
Don't show the thing under the seat.
Ramsey, what do you think about the side bed?
What side bed?
The side bed for
Oh, you mean the easy money? I'm all for it. They can give us
So you guys are in.
They can give us all they want.
This well ready, prepped, ready to go trophy light.
Once I look it over, it'll be good.
Okay, so we're in the shop. We obviously have nothing to do. We're waiting for a motor, waiting for a trans. Ramsey and Brandon are here talking crap.
Don't show the torque converter.
And don't show the torque converter, whatever you do. You can't see that.